All right, welcome back. You're still watching Morning Live. Now, this year's National Arts Festival in Grahamstown ended on a high note with top talent performing some highly anticipated acts. Over the last decade, the 11-day festival has grown by 61%. Well, recently, playwright and arts administrator Ashraf Johaardien was appointed as the executive producer of the National Arts Festival. He joins us now to tell us more about his new position. Good morning. Congratulations. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing very well, thank you.
Okay, talk to us about this new position. What does it entail?
I have no idea. It's all very new. The announcement happened this month. I only started on the 1st of September. It's a relatively new role. I will be taking over from outgoing artistic director Ismail Mohammed. But his role as artistic director has been evolved to this new role of executive producer. I mean, at the core, the function is essentially the same, but it's a shift in emphasis. Artistic directors are responsible for kind of the overarching artistic pitch of the festival or of any artistic company, as it were. But at their core, they are producers. You know, you've got to make sure that the shows happen, that they go on, the production values are of a certain level. So that'll be my baby, and they're pretty big shoes to fill.
I can imagine. I mean, there's so many things to do at the National Arts Festival to make sure that this 11 days of amazing actually takes place. What are you anticipating is going to happen from now until September 1st, and when you officially take over the position?
Well, so I'm a UJ boy. I've been with UJ for 5 years. The festival still continues at UJ. We have the Standard Bank Young Artists moving into the main theatre, Jade Bowers with Scorched, and we've got our Ovation Award winning For Coloured Girls going into the Concowan Theatre. So I'm already festivaling. I'm still kind of stuck in the current festival. And from there I will launch forward into planning for 2017, but also the Cape Town Fringe is part of the National Arts Festival umbrella. So I will be observing this year's Cape Town Fringe, which is being curated by a guest curator, but next year that'll be my baby as well. So between now and next year, it'll be a whole lot of crazy, I imagine.
Let's talk about Fringe, you know, and the way Fringe is obviously done at National Arts Festival. It's obviously based on attraction rather than, you know, you entering or you being selected.
So yes, absolutely, it's open access. It's also hotly contested at the moment. There's a kind of online debate raging about whether the festival, the National Arts Festival Fringe in Grahamstown should remain open access, what open access means. My sense is, and I really shouldn't have an official view or position yet since I started, so that I speak for myself as an artist and as a general arts person. What's exciting about the Fringe is that if you can get yourself there, it's no one person's vision of South African arts. It gives you a true slice of South African arts and culture life. It really is a cross-section of what is going on with the arts community, what artists are grappling with, what they're engaging with, where the main program is curated and in future will be curated by an artistic committee rather than one person. The Fringe is really, given all of the challenges that artists face, people who manage to make it through those challenges and make their way to that place, that magical Narnia place in the Art of Winter. The collective story that comes out of that is truly exciting. I would be very loath to change that in any way. In fact, I would want to try and amplify that diversity, increase the challenges around access, and find ways of... So the festival in some ways is already at capacity. Grahamstown can accommodate 100,000 people. We saw 200,000 feet, tickets sold. So how we accommodate more people to service more work, those are the kinds of challenges that I'm looking forward to engaging with the festival with and with the artistic community with.
But then the argument about Fringe is that there's one person who decides what is Fringe and somebody then decides what is main. You know what I mean?
Well, it's not one person anymore. So this is the shift in emphasis. There's an artistic committee that will look at what is the kind of top slice of the kind of work we want to be really supporting, giving energy, attention, and resources to. Where the Fringe is really about being a little bit more democratic. I mean, there are questions around how democratic it is, given where it is, given that there's a kind of fee that you have to pay. This year's Fringe was subsidized by the National Lottery. So it's about how do we support artists in getting there, and also how do we inform artists about So for me, it's really about understanding the purpose of the Fringe. What if you're going there because you want to earn your living for the rest of the year? That's not necessarily the ideal spots to go and do that. So for me, it's really about, before artists get to the Fringe, equipping them with the financial knowledge, equipping them with the understanding of what the audience is like. I mean, the audience is a legacy audience. It's the festival is an established project. It's got a legacy of 42 years. It's a fantastic project to be a part of. But again, we want to shift some of that because, in a sense, to a degree, the audience will dictate the kind of work that is presented. I mean, the most popular work at the festival at the moment is comedy, because the audience that currently comes, that demographic, likes a lot of comedy. Comedy's done its work for the last 15 years. The comedy circuit's been burning. So what do we do? There's double the amount of drama productions. What do we do to make drama desirable to an audience, and how do we get that audience there? So those are the things that we need to grapple with, not as festival alone, but together with the arts community. And transformation of audiences is something that the whole country, the whole art sector in the country is looking at. Every major theatre in the country wants to transform their audiences. But again, you know, these are the long hauls. These are the big challenges. They're not overnight transformations. And I think over the last decade, the festival has done significant work in shifting in that direction. I'm looking forward to the next push.
Yeah. Okay, so then you leave UJ Arts. Are you going to be involved somehow after you leave for National Arts
Festival? That's entirely up to UJ. You know, UJ's been such a fantastic gig, and I really think that a lot of what I've been doing at UJ, in many ways, the National Arts Festival is that on a national level. So I'm really excited to see who they will bring in, and I'm absolutely available. I mean, I'm not only going to be working with UJ, I'm looking forward to working with every theatre and every artist in the country.
Ashraf, thank you so much. Congratulations again on the new position. Ashraf Johaardien talking to us about being appointed the executive producer of the National Arts Festival. All right, let's take a quick ad break. We're back after this. Stay with us.